You have to notice how people move. In a Babylonian system where the black martial artist is infuriated and feels the need to take a sojourn, a spiritual journey, a pilgrimage to escape, or to do what the Jews did and form his own land. This is human nature. When your cultures don't align. That is why it's so dangerous to make a globalist society where every land is thoroughly defined already. Governments, politics, and globalist friendly banks and armies and systems. The order of operations gives away their wicked intentions. How the white man naturally thinks and moves is part of who he is. He evolves, his body evolves to his culture. You know, you're dancing to the devil's tune, not just for a little while, but generation after generation, as they become formed in these big, evil, dumb beasts, with all due respect. The same thing we see happening to many of our island native, black, and everyone else. But to the people who believe it most, they have the highest degree of this, and that is part of how they justify being the kings of this world, aligning themselves to the God of this world. If you do not transcend, you will be put under them in the satanic pyramid of what they believe to be true. In the true Mayat, those of us who find ways to fight or flee, fight or flight, jihad, or hijrah, I believe the word is, etc. Okay? Those of us who know deep in our souls that anything is better than accepting the mark of the beast. You know, we live in a land of trickery. The devil is the trickster. He's not going to say, hey, here's the mark, people. You know, oh, you read your Bibles, damn. What the fuck did you think he was going to do? And you think by thinking inside of the box in material world and not thinking into the heavens, outside of the box, outside of the earth, you think that is the answer. Really? You've been tricked by the devil. And if you join a Babylonian group, you lose your soul. We are marked in our DNA, the sequence of our blood, through generations of cultural, ritual, and sacred activities. If you give up our culture, you give up my people, mine, to the devil. And that is why I will fight to the death. We will not dance to the devil's tune, his rhythm, his sinister satanic geometry, and his sacrilegious, inverted belief system. I am a true Igbo, and those who walk with the Lord do so generation after generation, or we die because the environment no longer suits us. So it's time to go to where the righteous belong. God willing. Inshallah. Mind, body, and soul. I've been debating and arguing with people, from my mother to people on the internet, for many, many years about theology, religion, social policy, politics, sociology, the political abuse of psychiatry and psychology, and the race debate of Egyptians, and on and on and on, okay? And over the years, I've read many articles, I refined my views, and I've won every debate and exchange. And it is just like sparring, where my mental conditioning is shown by the fact that I beat these people. And every time I learn from their perceptions and misconceptions, their ideas of where they can exploit me, right? And they might try to play stupid for a while, and then later on down the line say, aha, we know all your weaknesses. But no, that's not what's going on, I assure you. I have these bitches where I want them. Spiritually, they cannot win. I am a more powerful spiritual being, and the proof is in the pudding. You know them by their works. You know men of great renown, men fighting for honor, men of God, by how they move, how they time, how they think, what they're doing, and why. Of course, So, mind, body, and soul, 6S, 3E, 0.50, 0.5B equals R, resulting behavior, where S is stage of mind or state of mind, or stage of soul, state of soul, because remember the mind, body, and soul is connected. For the same reason, if I took some blood from your toe, instead of your thumb, I should be able to detect, problems in your blood, the same way. I should be able to analyze your blood the same way. Not necessarily, but, for the most part, right? And it's the idea of the mind, body, and soul, right? If I look at this person's body, okay, if I look at, say, what does this person's body tell me about their belief system, right? Are they a martial artist? Are they an atheist, Satanist who's a big bodybuilder, who's, who, because they're not spiritual or religious, are obviously stupid, For example, if you're in a world where most people are smart enough to know there must be a God, for one to claim that there is not or to believe there is not automatically puts them in at least in the lower half of society when it comes to intelligence and insight. There's no question about that. No, no wise person would argue that. Okay. Now, because you got to realize that not only these atheists are saying that I don't believe there's a God, which is fucking ridiculous, right? That's like saying they don't believe that they exist, but a million times worse. But it's saying that they know that they're right instead of being agnostic, right? So automatically 10% of Americans are complete idiots, and by their body, right? They're not going to do martial arts with the same spiritual passion. So if you observe their body and their energy emanating from their body, you should be able to tell how they think and how pure their soul is. Now, when you hear their thinking and you truly analyze what they believe, you should be able to tell how pure their body is and how pure their soul is. And if you were in the spiritual realm and you see people in the divine spiritual order, you should be able to tell how pure their body was and how pure their thinking was while they were on earth. 6S, 3E, 0.5B, 0.50 equals R, resultant behavior, mind, body, and soul. On the top, give me my rightful place. Actions speak louder than words. The movement.